Hello everyone, today we're diving into a brand new system from MCDM called DrawSteel. Now it's been getting rave reviews, especially from D&D Shorts who put me onto buying this. The Delarian Tomb set comes with the starter set rules, as it were, so I don't have to fork out for two big books. What can we steal from this rule set for our D&D game or any other system? Maybe we're going to run this system. Because here on this channel we like to help DMs get better at running games. Speed up their prep, make it more efficient, and have them telling epic stories at their table. It sets out what is this game by saying we're interested in the good exciting bits, we're not interested in getting lost and navigating and all the boring things. It is a strategy game. It's about tactics. How do we as a team take down the mission we're trying to accomplish? So yes, you will be heroic heroes, and teamwork is kind of implied from the start. Now it uses two 10-sided dice to produce 3 tiers of outcomes. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. They say that the dice skew to a result of about 11, which sounds right. And then they give you 3 results in the starter adventure, as in what you would say for each tier of success. Abilities automatically deal damage. A Tier 1 outcome with minimal damage and effect is the worst outcome you can obtain with an ability. But you're still always making progress. That's pretty good. The question is, who's making progress faster? So yeah, this really isn't about whiffing your attack, I don't think. You don't need to rest all the time. You can regain your stamina and recovery stats. There's a lot of skills, and it's going to be so like D&D, but twisted. We have the basics. Our characteristics are going to split into segments out there. Might, agility, reason, intuition, presence. Like every other RPG, once you've played one, you get a feeling that yes, our characteristics are split. We have ability rolls or tests. So when you're trying to attack or do something, they call it a power roll. The game uses 2 types of power rolls, an ability roll and a test. So yeah, the ability roll is something that comes from you, and a test is like the world around you. Tier 1, if you power roll 11 or lower, it's a Tier 1 outcome. This is the worst possible rolls you can have. It might mean you fail at what you do and you might incur a negative consequence. It's a fail in some regard, isn't it? Tier 2, 12 to 16. Average outcome, which means a strike might deal a decent amount of damage and may have an effect that helps allies or hinders enemies. 17 up, well done, excellent work. 19 and 20 I know is a crit. Edges and banes, sometimes you've got an edge because that's your character build, sometimes you're not good at things, that is a bane. You've got double edges and double banes. Sometimes you're a fish out of water, and sometimes, oh yes, you're a fish and that is lovely water. I would imagine they cancel out if necessary. Bonuses and penalties. Hero tokens are a group resource that is tracked by the players and kept in a pool accessible to all characters, like poker chips. Spending hero tokens. Spend a hero token to gain 2 surges, allowing you to increase the damage or potency of an ability. Turn over a failed saving throw. Redo a spell test. Redo a roll. Up in your recovery value before you assert damage to yourself. Always round down. Yep. Recoveries represent the number of times your hero can take a breather and keep fighting. You regain stamina equal to your recovery value, which is 1/3 of your stamina max. And you can regain recoveries. Okay, so there's a healing on the fly mechanic. Languages? Sure. Just a load of extra languages that I guess every game needs, but has little interest to me. Renown is always a great system. I think a lot of us in D&D inherently put this on top of the story, how people gain notoriety, but it seems like we have a number of followers table here. They can play alongside the characters. Sidekicks. Wealth, yes. Different abilities of the characters, psionic even. Then we get to our first picture here. The tactician's 1 aura emanates 1 square in any direction, in every direction from them. If the tactician moves, the aura moves with them. Any creatures the tactician comes within 1 square of during their move enters the aura's area of effect. So this guy passes over the dude in the middle and it affects them. Burst. If you've got a 1 burst ability, it targets all squares within 1 square of them. 2 squared abilities is wider. The talent uses a 2 cube within 5 ability. The cube is 2 squares on all sides, and it can't be a head left or right. It has to be at an angle, judging by this. Otherwise it doesn't count. Bursts and cubes. Lines and walls. Oh yes, a line of fires and walls of fire. Straight lines doesn't mean the line can only be a straight vertical or horizontal. It means that it just can't go back on itself. Ability rolls, here we go. Tier 1, 11 or lower. Deal damage equal to 3 plus your might score, then pushes the target back. Or the damage deals 6 plus your might score and pushes them 2 squares back. And then when you do really good, 9 plus your might score, then pushes the target 4 squares back. I am not inherently excited by pushing my enemies around the table personally. So might, agility, reason, intuition or presence is these. So might, the might damage. Abilities with damaging effect. Yeah, 3 plus might damage plus push 1. Potencies. Ability effects that have a potency are applied to a target only if the potency value is higher than the target's indicated characteristic score. Weak, average, strong. So 3 plus intuition, holy damage. Agility equals weak, and they are prone. Alright, this is where I'm starting to lose grip on it. Critical hit is a 19 or a 20. Roll against multiple creatures. Surges. When you gain surges, you keep track of them of your character sheet. You lose surges as you spend them. Spend heroic resource. Stacking unique effects. Conditioned, all the usual conditions. Different tests that the DM or game runner will put on their players. Reactive tests due to the environment or hidden ideas. Crafting. Make bombs and potions. So yeah, everyone can do different types of thing. Exploration, interpersonal, intrigue skills, lore skills. There's an example there. Assisting a test, hiding, sneaking. Montage tests. Set by the director and can vary from test to test. It's all the things that we do in D&D, and I think we can all handle those pretty effectively. So obviously got new monsters. I don't have the monster manual, but they all have different sizes. Combat rounds. I know that it's either all the bad guys or all the good guys because they want to work together and stuff. That's okay. Alternate turn order. You can leave it to the dice instead. As we can always do. Whatever you're used to, whatever you prefer. Free manoeuvres, anything boring like picking up an arrow is free. This movement is also the same in D&D. Did you know that you can't move across? If this square had something in it, you'd have to go all the way around it. If it's occupied with any bit of scenery, you cannot cut across the corner of it. Crawling, swimming. Yeah, different outcomes for your better rolls. Moving through difficult terrain or avoiding it obviously halves your movement. High ground. In my D&D game at the weekend, we came up across... Does D&D have high ground advantages? No, it does not. I don't know if it ever has in the past, but it certainly doesn't now. So yeah, 2 squares high, 3 squares high. Yeah, Baldur's Gate, I suppose. Forced movement, which again, I'm not keen on. Slamming into creatures. I always allow that to be a d6. I don't know how this does it. Move actions, disengage is an option. Hurling through objects. Hiding. You do a test for it. Escape grab, knockback. Charge, heal. Free strikes. The charge main action lets you move and use a melee free strike in one action. Flanking is a thing, also not in D&D, even though we ran it as such for a long time. Concealment, negotiation, just all the usual tests really. They have to have rules for it, but if you've played any other RPG, Pick a number and roll to hit it, or contested rolls. You're good to go. Downtime. Find a cure for things. Craft. Yeah, we like crafting. Research. Learn some new skills. And then monster basics. All different monster types. Monster abilities. What types of monster? Malicious strike. The monster pours all their animosity into their attack. Their next strike deals extra damage to one target equal to the monster's highest characteristic score. Minions. I mean, that is pretty much it. So that cost me £7. Let's look at what else we had. So I also got this Delarian Tomb adventure, and yeah, I'm a DM guide kind of channel, aren't I? So there is a potential for looking into this adventure, but I really don't know how popular this is going to be, or if, well, they're not likely to reach out to me, are they? So yeah, I'll read through this at some point. Let me know if you are interested in DrawSteel.